Your name and who you are with, and you are here to speak against the bill.
Yes, I am, sir.
You're recognized.
Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? My name is Emmanuel Alvarez. I'm a U.S. Army Staff Sergeant retired, and I am a representative for immigrants for my home state of Mexico. I am a United States citizen. I'm naturalized, and I do it all for free. So I have a lot of work that I probably shouldn't have put on my plate. However, as far as this bill is concerned, what I'm worried about is exactly what was stated by our previous person, Ms. Maria, is the profiling issue. There is nothing in place so far as a sanctuary campus in the entire state. There's no plans for that, is what I'm saying, or what I'm hearing from the persons in the committee. So I'm just at a loss of how is this going to change anything that's already in place. If we're going to put any extra legislation or anything, that our schools are already saturated enough that we don't need anything as far as this is concerned, because it hasn't posed the problem. And Representative Smith over here stated specifically rogue elements or students from the University of Berkeley. You know, I saw that enacted on television, and we are protected by a Constitution of the United States of America, last time I checked, that protects the right for students to assemble. Now, we saw some fires being lit and everything. The Constitution clearly states that your right to peacefully assemble is protected. Whoever set those fires should have been arrested. I'm pretty sure that nobody here disagrees with that, including the people that are here. But that's a law enforcement issue, and it shouldn't be a school directive or a university directive to try to put themselves in a law enforcement position. As far as the undocumented status, we have already heard from the school that there's certain questions that they cannot ask, and those issues should be between Immigration Customs Enforcement and the individual, as far as that is concerned, without coming outside of the boundaries of what's already under scope and what's already happening. So I'm just at a loss of why we're going to try to introduce a bill that, in my eyes, and I respect Representative Smith, is completely ineffective. I'm sorry, I believe you've wasted a lot of your time writing it. But it's ineffective, and it's not going to change anything that's already in place, because as stated by the representatives here from the universities, that there are already measures in place that will defund or pull all monies from schools if they establish any kind of policy or procedure that's going to go against the law. So I'm scratching my head wondering why. Another thing that kind of bothered me was the quiet little mouse comment. We have protected speech under the First Amendment because all men are created equal. We are endowed by our Creator as such, according to the Constitution last time I checked. And you're not going to sit here and say, because you, or I consider you to be different, you no longer apply, and I want you to be quiet and not state your mind peaceably. So just don't say anything and kind of sidestep the issue. I have a personal issue with that as a combat veteran who swore to defend this country and the Constitution of the United States. So that being said, I find it a little bit encroaching on our personal civil rights that are guaranteed by the Constitution. And I find it unconstitutional if this bill were to pass, and I am at a loss once again of why this conversation is even happening when there is already steps in place that prevent the schools from establishing anything like that. And if it's a simple letter or a statement that the school has to put out, we are not going to be a sanctuary school, we are not a sanctuary campus, then it's too easy. Why the bill? And I'm sorry, Representative Smith, but I believe you're wasting your time and everyone else's. That's all I have to say.
Any questions? We have 2 minutes.